Hey, Boogle, how's it going? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. Welcome everybody. Hope you're all having a good week. Okay. First things first, as always. Wait, this was a level 35 mission that I think I did. That's kind of sad. Alright, well, maybe we'll have some better luck with these level 50 missions. Let's see. Where's the MGP one? There we go. I cannot do it. Okay, so I need to increase probably my mental. Should we do that? Or should we just go for another one? Yeah, it's only an hour, right? We'll grab that. Okay, so I think if I just do maybe decrease, let's see here. Okay, so I need more mental. I could probably just do that. No. Maybe do that and I'd be fine. Because I can, yeah, because I can lower strength if I'm not going for that, so that should be fine. And then I think I'm okay to lower tactical. So we'll just do that and I'll come back in an hour. And hopefully that'll be enough to finish or to meet the requirements for this mission. Yeah, because I'm 100, little over 100 over for tactical, so that should be fine. Okay, cool. Do I have any new people? Probably not, no. Okay, that's fine. Alright, what other stuff is going on? Wow, that's quite the outfit. That's, you know, I'm not gonna comment on that. It is what it is. I know there's an update. I saw I was downloading. I haven't played in a couple days. Well, I guess I haven't streamed in a while, so that's the last time I played, but I saw there was an update today. I wasn't really sure like what all is happening. So I don't know if any of it pertains to like me or if it's just all new content. I do not know. I guess I'll kind of find out as I play. I did see something about like maybe paint. Don't worry about that? Okay. Did they change how paint works? I saw something about that, but I wasn't really sure like what it was though. Oh, I do need to go to Thanland and check my lottery tickets. Okay, it's totally fine. If it's nothing big, I can always just look it. Well, I don't want to look it up and spoil it, but if it's like not super crucial that I understand, it's fine. Okay, consolation. All right. Another consolation. Okay. And another consolation. All right. I think I'm still making MGP, right? On this? Because I'm only spending, well, I guess it increases, like the price increases every time I buy. But let's see. So like the first one is... That's fine. Okay, so it's 100. Okay, so I'm making like... Not... Okay, this one, well... Oh, this is buy another ticket. Oh, so it increases in increments of 5. So wait, or so 50. 50. So as long as my ticket costs less than 1,000, I'm gonna be making money anyways. Right? Is that how I understand that? Yeah, if it increases 50 every time, as long as I keep the price under... Yeah, as long as I keep the price under 1,000, I'll always make money. Now granted, I might not make a lot of money, but... Oh. Oh, is there a limit on how many tickets you can buy? It looks like it might be, yeah. Okay, well, I take back what I said. Doesn't really matter. Because I can only buy 3 tickets. That's fine. But yeah, regardless, I'm still gonna win. I'm still gonna win at least something on those 3 tickets. So there's no downside in me playing every week. So I'm always gonna make something back. And it's kind of like my only really big source of MGP right now. Yeah, because I don't have any... Well, this increases the amount you get. Oh, really? Because of like Japanese gambling laws? Interesting. You're Aloysius? Who? Oh, this person? Oh, hello! Welcome. Hello, hello. I love seeing another fellow Lolafel. I hope you're doing well. I love your armor. You're very metal. I love that. Well, hello. I hope you're doing good today. Welcome. Oh, wait, you found me through the YouTube. You're the second person who said they found me through my YouTube. Which I love to hear. That's awesome. I'm glad that somebody's enjoying those videos. Well, welcome. I hope you're doing good today. Do you play on Golem too? Well, I guess you probably are, right? Because it doesn't say you're visiting. Well, it's awesome. I hope you're having a good time in Final Fantasy. So I've been loving it so far. I'd love to hear like what part of the story you're at. Oh, really? Nice. Wow, that's crazy. Another person on the same server as me. That's awesome. Okay, so you just got back into it too. What triggered you to get back into it? Because I had another viewer that I met a while back, like last week, who just got back into Final Fantasy again too. So I'm curious if like people are getting back into the game recently for some reason. I guess maybe because the new expansion's been announced. There's like new content. Let's see here. That's fine. Okay, awesome. I wish I had some stuff to give you. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything. I can give you some special brilliant eggs. I need to like find some stuff to like give to people. Like either like buy some pets or something. Used to like a year ago and then got early Stormblood. Okay, interesting. So I'm in Stormblood right now. So hopefully I'm not like spoiling anything for you. I'm about, what? A little over halfway through Stormblood. I'm enjoying it so far a lot. I'm having a good time with this expansion. But new expansion would be coming out soon. Okay, so yeah, I was kind of right that the new expansion is kind of bringing in probably like old and new players. Sorry from your older videos for now. Gotcha. Well, so yeah, I'm glad you're watching those YouTube videos. That's awesome to hear. Then just so happens they announced this weekend. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of heard like some bits and pieces from the announcements. I try not to like spoil myself on things, so I was a little hesitant to like... I didn't really like watch any of it. I kind of just saw like some little announcements here and there and like Reddit posts and whatnot. On some like kind of the more like technical updates and things, but yeah, I'm excited too. I'll get there someday. It might be like a year or two before I can get to that content, but I'm certainly looking forward to it. I think I got a long ways to go before I can get to kind of like current patch content, but I feel like I've been going through Stormblood pretty quickly. It's been going by fast. Which is like a good and bad thing, I suppose. I'm kind of like, I don't know, like on one hand, I'm very eager to kind of get through the content and get to like current stuff and feel like I'm on the same level as everybody else, but at the same time, like I want to take it slow and enjoy things, right? So, but I'm having a good time. Oh, this dude's called Repairman, as opposed to being called a Mender. What else is they usually called? Oh, it's so adorable. So I think the plan right now, I've just been playing White Mage right now, so I'll probably hit 100 during Stormblood, like probably soon actually. And I think once I start, is it Endwalker? No, Shadowbringers is the next expansion. Once I start Shadowbringers, I'm gonna try Sage. That's the plan right now. So yeah, I'll probably stick with White Mage the rest of the expansion, and then like right when I start Shadowbringers, I'll do Sage. Yeah, I always mix up Shadowbringers and Endwalker. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with like healing classes. I think that's kind of what I enjoy the most. I would love to try like Pictomancer at some point. I think out of all the DPSs, that one appeals to me the most. Pictomancer. I think it looks really fun to play. And I love like the whole, I don't know, idea behind like a, I don't know, I don't even know how to pronounce it, like a, you know, painting DPS class. But I think for right now I'm just gonna stick with healing, because I do like prefer that the most over DPS. So again, there's a new Beastmaster limited job. Cool. Look at Jashara, what you got for me? I think we're going back to Garabania, right? First to arrive as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind. By the way, too, I usually stream like an hour and a half earlier. I'm a little late today, I apologize. Yeah, I'm usually like, online like an hour or so earlier.
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
What do you mean you lose XP? I think once you get 100, you just stop gaining XP entirely. I know for like Golem, the server that we're on, we get like an XP boost from 1 to 90. But other than that, like that shouldn't really affect anything, like from your question. But yeah, once you get 100, you just, I don't think you lose XP, you just stop getting XP. Like you're just kind of like capped out.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Not to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
That voice sounds familiar. Oh my god, yeah, well, of course I knew who this is.
What are you two doing here?
Oh, it makes sense
Shouldn't
that
you
they
be in Doma?
come and say goodbye.
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word.
Okay, I have a couple of thoughts I gotta share real quick on Lord Hien, because I was thinking about him the other day, and I really like Lord Hien. Like, I like him a lot. I think he's like a very cool character. Like, his voice actor is very good. He's very charismatic. But I had like a feeling where I feel like his character didn't really matter that much. Like, you could have almost removed him from the entire like Stormblood story, and it wouldn't have really impacted the game that much. Which sucks, because I really like him. And that's not a bash towards his character. I just feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like his role wasn't really that important. Like, Yagiri could have taken the place of Lord Hien. And you could have had, like, a storyline of Yagiri, like, you know, interacting with all the, like, Ara from, the Zim steps. Yeah, it almost feels like, yeah, he's a motivation for like Gosetsu and Yagiri in a way. But I don't know, like his character felt very like one-dimensional in a way too. I kind of hoped that they kind of like fleshed out his backstory more. Like I would love to see a flashback of like him in his childhood and him kind of like interacting with you know, the Garleans and like where he lived, and kind of like showed you like his upbringing and then his purpose for kind of reclaiming Doma. I don't know, like I would just like to see more of his motivation and his story. Yeah, I almost kind of like, I don't know, on one hand it's cool to see both the liberation of Doma and kind of the Girabanya storyline in one expansion, but it almost kind of feels like because they're cramming like two very big stories into one expansion, they kind of need to like rush things. Yeah. Yeah, so this isn't like initially a bash to like the expansion of itself. Like I don't like the expansion any less because of like my concerns. It's more so just like stuff that I kind of wish was like expanded upon and like improved to kind of like make Kian seem like a, I don't know, like a more fleshed out in character that actually kind of like impacted the story. I don't know, I just kind of like thought about that. I'm not really sure kind of my full thoughts, but I just wish like he played a bigger role in like his kind of backstory and his emotions. Play like a bigger part.
Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
I feel like we got like a little bit of kind of like the emotional side of him and his like kind of purpose behind. I mean, obviously he has a purpose, like, right? He wants to like reclaim his throne pretty much and like reclaim Doma, but kind of seeing like more the emotional side of that. I feel like we kind of saw it briefly when me and him went on the scouting party to go like look at the castle and that abandoned city. We kind of saw like a little bit of his emotional side, but I don't know. Let's get back to the dialogue. I'm just kind of like rambling now.
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor.
Sorry about that.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma? And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself?
Oh man.
And Gosetsu?
Don't remind me of Gosetsu. That was so sad. That death.
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
I'm trying to think of all the deaths that we've experienced so far.
Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lise. To seize the future you want. Never forget.
That's good. I'm glad he talked to Lise like that. That's good.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
ship's about to weigh anchor.
Oh yeah, Tataro's staying
It
back.
seems
That's
our
right.
time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
I was trying to think about like all the kind of major character deaths we've had so far. So I guess like Moonbreeda was in A Realm Reborn. Ysayle was in Heaven's Ward, and then I guess Papalymo too. Forgot about Papalymo. Oh no. I'm trying to like block these deaths out of my mind. Yeah, Papalymo was the end of Heaven's Ward as well. And then Gosetsu and Stormblood. I guess also Minfilia, but she's kind of different.
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we've poured into that hole, and for what?
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
Verdolorem Lupus! Come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Craniae Lupi.
Wait. We didn't. Oh, what just happened?
Xenosiae Galvus, I presume.
I thought she was with Y'shtola. And they were fine.
It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous,
Cryle.
insatiable fiend.
Oh, I'm nervous.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
No, surely nothing bad's gonna happen, right? That'd be crazy.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
Sorry, I keep on talking over the cutscenes. I apologize. I'll try not to, but I noticed that like both Doma and kind of like Gerbania, they both have like a character that was native to the land that you know, like turned traitor and was working for the Garleans. So in Doma it was Yosetsu was her name, right? And then in here it's in Gerbania it's was her name like Frodolo? What is it? Or Fordola?
I swear,
Yeah.
I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I will not hear another sound pass her lips until I strip the fat from her.
Poor Cryle. Feels like a lifetime ago that we left for Kugane, doesn't it? We should inform the Admiral of our arrival. and briefer on which took place in Dome before leaving the city. Compared to Gorgona's vivid colors, Limsa Limsa seems a bit lacking. Still beautiful in its own way, but not as much as before. That's what I felt like with Heaven's Ward versus like Hingashi. Back in Eorzea at least, ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not the one who we're not who we were. That's a lot of W's. Hold on. What is this sentence? We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. So let's do it. Let's get back to Ala Mhigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. Yeah, I agree. What you got for us, Alpha Gnome? Here we are, home at last. I must say that the journey passed more quickly than I expected. That would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. Well, that's right. Our first trip here, we had, like, that dungeon. I should be glad. Whoops. But in spite of all that and more, we returned better for the experience, and more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with Doma freed of Imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Ala Mhigo. Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think you should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before anything else. They'd be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished, and it'd sound best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. I see I'm not too late. Admiral, what are you doing here? The East Aldenard Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Girabania? Aye, the Alliance still holds the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks, but we have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides toward rebuilding their depleted ranks. They have even taken it upon themselves to attempt some few operations with mixed results. I'm sorry to say, 'twas a complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Kral Badizian was taken prisoner. Kral, do they know where she is being held? They do not, but your comrades were informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Girabania looking for her as we speak. How could this have happened? We must seek out Thancred without delay. Nay, Kral taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquainting a full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to Castromorans. Excuse us, Admiral. Lady Aguirre? Well, I'm glad that we're told, like, now. That's good. I'm also glad that Yagiri's still here with us. It's good to see that she's kind of still playing a role in the story. I like that. Well, it seems very busy today. What is this little thing? It's a demon brick. Nice. Yeah, I wonder if more people are gonna flock to like Dynamis and Golem and like these kind of lower popular servers now that the like party finder is gonna change to like region wide as opposed to data center. It'll be nice to see like more people around here. It'll be fun. Okay, but we're going to Girabania. There you are. You have heard the news. In broad strokes from Admiral Bloifiswin? What happened? Our squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Yustola and several other wounded to the Rising Stone for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Ironvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos. I'll make no excuses. We failed to protect her. Don't be so hard on yourself. You protected your Stoll and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack. It was the skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all planned. The advantage of having a walker in the field. I'm not as strong in the echo as Plunko is, of course. Half the time it's enough to knock me on my arse, like I've taken a dose of concentrated ether. Oh, so okay, so memories. He saw the memories of Flodola, was her name? I didn't realize he had the echo too. Or Fordola. So you walked in Fordola's memories? What did you see? A woman promised the world education, training, citizenship, all that and more, if she but sold her soul. A traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order. Told her to return with Kral Baldesion alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, and have yet to intercept any transmission making reference to Kral and her whereabouts. If their orders were to bring Kral back alive, we could save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it is up to you and our allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted, and I will find her. Very well. I wish I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kempt is on his way to the Castellum as we speak for a meeting with General Alden. If you hurry, you could find him on the road and discuss the situation beforehand. Dang, I wish I could go with Thancred. That'd be fun. Do some reconnaissance. I think Plunko and I are gonna go and see Connor, like he suggests. You all wait here. There's nothing wrong with wanting something stupid, as long as you don't act on it. Remember that there are ways you can help him. I wish I could go with him. It would be utterly self-defeating, but I would do it nonetheless. Often called an advantage, but in truth, it is a liability. The visions left me reeling, and Fordola seized the opportunity to push past and snatch up Kral. I'm sorry. There's no need for you to be sorry. Totally not your fault. Oh yeah, there is, I think, a ether current quest that I might grab first while I'm here. Just kind of knock those out as I see them. Ah, Lieutenant Junior, a moment if you would. The Alliance has seen fit to charge the Twin Adder with overseeing the occupation of Castellum Oriens for the interim. As an adventurer, I realize it is your wont to attend to matters both great and small in all corners of the realm, though it should go without saying that you must also uphold your obligations to the Twin Adder and the Eorzean Alliance. Thus, I would ask for your aid in the reconnaissance missions here in the fringes. Pray speak with Lieutenant Molko when you are ready to receive a briefing. She will be overseeing the operation. Lieutenant Molko. Oh, there you are. Do my eyes deceive me? It can't be, but it is. Plunko Jr., the Griffin's Bane himself. Oh yeah, what rank am I again in the Twin Adder? Yes, the great hero who defeated the Griffin atop Belsar's wall, bringing his plans of conquest to a shuddering halt. I can think of no other title that so aptly befits your prowess. A pity no one else seems to think so. But enough of that. What brings the illustrious Griffin's Bane here to Castellum Oriens? Serpent Marshal Brookstone has requested you assist me in my investigation. This is such an honor. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Oh, goodness me. Where are my manners? Tala Mulko, Militant Records Officer at your service. I cannot offer much in the way of combat, but if you should have any inquiries regarding historical matters, you need only ask. Now then, let me apprise you of our current situation. Shortly after taking control of Castellum, we discovered a number of confidential documents left behind by the Garleans, prisoner records dating back to the beginning of all Amigo's occupation. As you might have guessed, a great many were conscripts and sent away to subjugate new territories. A surprisingly large number were executed, as a reminder of what would happen should any step out of line. What we weren't expecting, however, was the number of prisoners listed simply as whereabouts unknown. We thought perhaps they met some ill fortune during their imprisonment, or even escaped, but we could find no other document to suggest what became of them. Interesting. Be they living or deceased, it is now our duty to find them. Not just for our own records, mind you, but their loved ones as well. They deserve the peace of mind of knowing what happened here. Would that this were a recent incident, though, it would be no easy task ascertaining the whereabouts after 20 years. But I believe I know where we might begin our investigation. The Anod have called these lands home long before even the All-Megans came to settle here. And as luck would have it, the Resistance has established cordial relations with their people. Perhaps they remember something of what happened all those years ago. I'm gonna grab something to drink real quick. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. My throat's like a little dry, so just give me 1 moment. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. Okay, where am I heading? Oh, just over here. I thought I had to go very far. Oh no, this is the... Wait, what was this? Okay, this is who I need to talk to. Oh, gotcha. Oh wait, so are these... Okay, speak with the Ananta? Is that like what these, like the race of these, like snake people are called? Well, actually, are they? I mean, they are snakes, right? They have like a weird, kind of furry looking tail almost. Like scales into fur. They're very cool. I like the red eyes too, are really, really good. All-Amican prisoners? Captured 20 years ago? Yes, I remember. When the Garleans gained their foothold here, they interned any and everyone. Riders, Ananta, it matters not. Most were forced to serve in the Garlean military, dispatched in other lands from which they would never return. If I'm not mistaken, the prisoners who remained here taken to a small village to the south. I cannot say what transpired there, but the settlement was heavily guarded. I fear the worst for them. A settlement to the south? Why, that would have been Bittermill. I recall records of the residents seeking asylum in Gordania when the Garleans first arrived. The place was all but razed to the ground. Let's begin our search there. Perhaps something of value still remains in the rubble. Okay, now we're going over here. Cool. Oh yeah, I don't have flying, that's right. Ugh. It's okay. I got my tiny dragon though. So silly. I do kind of like how it runs all across the ground though. Like it looks like I'm riding like a little velociraptor. Tiny little arms, the body kind of like outstretched forward. It is like a very cool mount. Like the dragon itself is very well made and like super cool. It's just, it's comically small. Even for a Lalafell, like it's too small. It was like a tad bit bigger. I got it from the Mog Pendium. Unfortunately, it just ended. So unless you have like some leftover tomestones, you can use them. But yeah, I got it from like the latest Mog Pendium. It was like a 50 token reward. Same with like this wolf as well. Was a Mog Pendium reward. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Yeah, I got everything through that. What? What are the Garleans doing here? They cannot be allowed to leave. Get them. Someone else save them. Ah! Oh no, he's running away. Let's get you back up, Tala. Goodness, that's smarts. Perhaps I should have devoted more time to combat training, though no amount of training would make me a match for the renowned Griffin's Bane. That was a magnificent display. Garlean soldiers were certainly the last thing I expected to find in these abandoned and otherwise forgotten buildings. I managed to catch them unawares, but I'm quite certain this investigation would have ended poorly had you not arrived. Still, I find this quite curious. By all rights, the Garleans should be too busy contending with their resistance to waste time in a place like this. What were they doing here? I'm afraid our search for answers has only raised more questions. If we are to make sense of any of this, we must search this place from top to bottom. After my heart returns to my chest. Like our controlled breathing meditation. Oh, that's the end of the storyline there. At least for this portion of it. I guess the rest is probably... Oh, wait. Well, let's continue doing it, actually. Yeah. So we got the ether curve. We can continue the story. Sorry to keep you waiting. I fear the battlefield is no place for a bookworm. If the gods were kind, we'll encounter no further distractions. Now, let's begin our search. We'd like to cover more ground if we split up. Hopefully there is still some trace of the prisoners left here. I don't know, maybe? I'm currently level 67. I don't know, like, I don't really know how much is left or, you know, how many hours, how many quests. I have no idea. I don't really keep track of that to kind of keep things, like, vague. So I'm kind of surprised, but... I guess, like, you know, 67, like, I'm probably over halfway done with the whole thing. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, I just don't want, like... I don't know, I'd rather kind of be left in the dark when it comes to... like the story and kind of where I'm at. I want to be surprised and you know, not really like expect things. So I try not to keep track of like where I'm at in the story, or, you know, like what patch I'm on, what the content is. I don't know, it feels like there's still a lot of content left for Stormblood. Or at least like a lot of kind of plot points. So yeah, we need to like liberate Ala Amiga, but we still have Dragon. What was the Allegan machine called? Was it Omega, I think? We still gotta figure out what's going on with those two. Ah, Plunko, thank goodness. I found someone while inspecting the houses. He seems unwell. Unwell? Unwell? No, 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 definitely not. Certainly not. Yes, we're quite fine. But what of you, a little girl dressed in strange clothes? Quite strange, quite strange. Oh, what? You have some nerve. Regardless of how I look, I'm a ranking officer of the Order of the Twin Adder. Thank you very much. Now, who are you and what business do you have here? Yeah, Omega was at the end of Heaven's Ward. Like, we activate the Omega, or was it the beginning of Stormblood? I think it was the end of Heaven's Ward, right? Like, the end of the patch content for Heaven's Ward, where we activate Omega machine to go fight the Primal, like the dragon. Who? Yes, who? Listen, question. You are you, but who are we? Yes, we would like to know very much, very much. You don't remember? Well, is there anything you can remember? Remember, remember, remember. Yes, something about this place, something familiar, quite familiar. Lunko, this is only a hunch, mind you. I suspect he is not from this place. Considering he's Elozin, he's like a Gerdanian escaped from the Guardians. Or perhaps, could he be one of the missing prisoners? I would certainly explain the Guardian soldiers from before. We need to take him back for questioning. Excuse me, sir, but would you be willing to come back with us? At the very least, it would be more comfortable than these dilapidated houses. We may be able to help you recover your memory. Memories. Sweet memories. Yes, we would like them very much. Very much. I don't like how he's using, like, plural. Like, we. Is it like a multi-personality thing? Alright then, let's return to Castellum's. My browbeating commander will likely wish to meet you. I suppose it can't be helped. Okay, back to the Castellum. Okay, they're all right there. Well, dang, I hope your Stoll is okay too. It kind of sucks that she spent most of the expansion wounded. I hope things are alright. Oh no, the dude's gonna die. Wait, can I heal him? Oh no, he just died. That wasn't fast enough. Possibly one of the missing prisoners, you say? I heard such wild claims from Lieutenant Molko, but if you would corroborate her reports, perhaps this warrants an investigation. Until further notice, he shall stay under the protection of the Eorzine Alliance. Sir, with all due respect, you cannot just... Lieutenant Molko, give this man a hot meal and a warm bed. when he's had a bit of rest, see what he knows of Bittermill and the Guardians. It should not be long before we reach our resolution to all of this. You're free to wait here until she finishes questioning our new detainee. I imagine Lieutenant Molko has finished questioning the detainee by now. Go and see what, if anything, she's learned. Yeah, I'm very curious on who this detainee actually is. Oh, Plunko, I've just finished with questioning. Unfortunately, he can't recall absolutely nothing of his past. Oh, he can recall absolutely nothing of his past. The only thing he's certain of is that he escaped from Garlean captivity. I'm beginning to believe he really is one of the missing prisoners. I wonder if he was, like, tested on, maybe? Or, I don't know. That kind of sounds a little morbid, but... Yeah, I wonder if they're kind of, like, testing on him, and that's why he's in the kind of current mental state that he's in. But where does Bittermill fit in all of this? I fear we've reached an impasse. It's not as if we can ask the Garleans what they were doing there. Or perhaps we can. The soldier who escaped us earlier must know something to have been prowling about the area. He has to be taken into custody. Come, Plunko, we must speak with Serpent Marshal Brookstone about assembling a search party. No stone can be left unturned. I'm gonna open my window real quick in 1 second, sorry. You wish to capture the soldier you encountered at Bittermill? Well, you should know. I've already dispatched a reconnaissance team. After reading Lieutenant Molko's report, I thought it prudent he be apprehended immediately. However, therein lies the rub. We lack the manpower to sufficiently survey the area. In fact, I was just deliberating over who I should call back to make a sweep of Alwyn's stash. There's no need for that, sir. Plunk and I will go. I realized I'm not the ideal scout to assist in this, but we have to find them. Okay, so back to that little... Oh, we're going over here. Owen's stash, okay. On your guard, Plunko. I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah. A wounded Imperial. Okay, interesting. We found him, Plunko. We really found him. What are you... Ugh. Oh, this is the Imperial that ran away, that's right. These wounds, if he's not treated soon, he won't be telling anyone anything. He's like to bleed out if left untended. Go and tell Servant Marshal Brookstone we found him, and he needs medical assistance before he can be moved. Why can't I give medical assistance? I can't cure him? Alright, I see how it is. I'll go get a real doctor. So lame. Could you imagine, like, how different this game would be, or like the story of Final Fantasy XIV would be if the Warrior of Light was like an actual just healer. Like I feel like some of the story could just be avoided if I just cast a couple healer spells here and there, like give somebody a shield. Nobody would die. There'd be no deaths. It would just be like a walk in the park. But no, unfortunately not. I might have searched high and low, yet there is no sign of this runaway soldier. You found him in Owen's stash? Say no more. Say no more. Attention, this is Brookstone speaking. The subject has been found at Owen's stash. I repeat, the subject has been found at Owen's stash. He is severely wounded and in need of medical attention. Excellent work. Perhaps we can now finally get to the bottom of this Bittermill business. By all rights, my men should be back by now. Go and see if you can find Lieutenant Moko. I want to know what those Garlean dogs are up to. I hope nothing bad happened. I just kind of feel bad, like, just leaving Moko, like, out by herself. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, wait, they're over here. Oh. I don't know, I keep on, like, thinking they're outside of the walls, and it's just, like, over here. There she is. Ah, Plunko, I'm happy to report we managed to bring him back safely. Oh, so things were good. Okay. It's not a minute too soon. I plan to speak with him shortly after returning, but the healers won't permit anyone to see him until he's settled and bleeding stopped. I imagine we won't have to wait very long. I hate that I was like, I always had this problem where I was too hot, so then I open a window, and now I'm like too cold. It's always like one side or the other. It can never just like be like a nice, good temperature. It seems he's finally fit to speak. I don't expect you to be grateful, but I'd like to remind you you likely wouldn't be standing here if we hadn't found you in that cave. Now start talking. What were you doing out there in Bittermill? We were looking for someone, an escapee from one of our facilities. He'd lost his memory and was otherwise mentally unstable, so we knew he couldn't have gone far. I believe the man you're speaking of is already in our custody. We found him seeking shelter in Bittermill. He claims you captured him, though he cannot recall where. He returned to Bittermill after all. I guess the past came back to haunt him, even if he can't remember it. Listen, my superiors are not like to show you any leniency. If you tell me anything you know, I will do all within my power to see your life is spared. We have a deal? Miss, I may be dressed in a uniform, but you'd be mistaken to believe I owe the Garleans any allegiance. I will gladly tell you. Oh yeah, because aren't most of the Imperial soldiers just captured citizens from like other nations? Isn't that what they kind of do? Where they, like, once they Garleans kind of conquer an area, they'll like subjugate all of the population to kind of like fight for them. I guess we kind of saw that in like Doma a little bit, where they were like rounding up the villagers and having them like, you know, work on machines. 20 years ago, a group of prisoners was relocated to Bittermill to assist in the Garleans' more unorthodox experiments. Mesa was right in my assumption that he was experimented on. They wanted to create a chemical weapon, one that would leave buildings untouched while killing any and everyone who came in contact with Black Rose, I believe it was called. That's horrible. Their intention was to drive back Eorzean forces without wasting any of their own on the front lines. Of course, they wouldn't know if it really worked without willing volunteers, and what better place than a village long since abandoned by its people? Not a single prisoner survived. Test proved a resounding success. It was only a matter of time before the Black Rose would be deployed. Or so they thought. Was that guy? Is that Gaius? Oh yeah. It says right there. Surprise of many, the project was shut down before the Black Rose could ever be used. The order came from the Legatus of the 14th Legion, Imperial Legion, and interim leader of Ala Megan Province, Gaius von Belsar. The Black Wolf would not allow the senseless murdering of Eorzea's people. He saw them as a future subjects to the Empire to be ruled, not savages to be slaughtered. Everything was to be destroyed, but the man behind the project would not see his work wasted. He ran off with the last remaining samples of Black Rose. Or maybe that dude is this, like, a scientist. He was promptly apprehended, but he had already hidden his work. They used every heinous tool at their disposal to make him talk, yet he would not, or rather could not, tell them where he hid it. The doctor had already gone mad. He couldn't remember a thing. I can only assume one of his experiments went wrong and ruined his mind in the process. That means the man we found earlier, yeah, was the one who developed the chemical weapon. Aye, that's him. Grillermus? Former head of the research for the 14th Imperial Legion. Okay, so I was kind of right and completely wrong at the same time. It sounds like experiments did kind of like lead him to going mad, but it was the actual like doctor himself who that is, and not just some like prisoner. I can't believe that incoherent mess of a man was the scientist in service to the Garleans. I think we've heard enough. Thank you for your cooperation. What do you think, Plunko? A part of me wants to believe it isn't true, but I see no reason why he would lie to us. There has to be some way to substantiate his story. If the entirety of Bittermill was used for their experiments, it would be no easy feat to do away with the evidence of such a massive operation. No, there had to be some lingering trace of their work, and if they couldn't dispose of it, the only option would be to bury it. Plunko, we have to go back to Bittermill. It's been an interesting questline so far. It's kind of cool to like learn more about the Garleans and, you know, what they've done in the region. Excuse me. And kind of like what weapons they've had in the past. It does seem very fitting that they've tested chemical weapons. It seems very much on brand for the Garleans. But it's also interesting how Gaius like stopped it, because he's like, no, if you kill all the Eorzeans, we don't have anybody to subjugate and take prisoner. Kind of awful, but all right, let's split up. There has to be something here. I'm not leaving until we find it. That's like a pretty big range to search. Where might it be? What is this? Like a giant like bulldog? Anus Perdito. Sounds like a spell. Anus Perdito. Interesting. Okay, she's over here. Did you find anything? I don't doubt what the man said, but the thought of all those people dying on the very ground is revolting. A part of me hopes we don't find anything. Oh, right there. Barren soil. There's nothing buried here. Oh. I don't think it'll be this far out, right? I don't know if I can get on top of this. Oh, I can, okay. I don't think it'll be buried up here, though. No. Okay, this is like back where I started. Where could it be? Oh, right there. Wait, I mean, this might not be it, but... Your digging reveals a small metal container, though you probably shouldn't touch it. Lieutenant Mulco will want to know what you found. You found something? A metal container. Could it be the missing sample of Black Rose? So he was telling the truth after all. There's no time to be sentimental, nor hasty. Any mishap in handling the container could prove disastrous. Let's report back to Sir Marshal Brookstone. I'm gonna teleport back this time. Lieutenant Mulco, reporting, sir. We discovered the identity of a man we thought to be one of the menacing prisoners. He is Guillermus, former chief of research for the 14th Imperial Legion, oversaw the manufacturing of a chemical weapon known as Black Rose. After a thorough survey of Bittermill, we discovered what we believe to be a sample of this weapon. We'd like to request assistance in retrieving it. Attention, this is Brookstone. The container we believe to contain a Garlean chemical weapon has been discovered in Bittermill. I need you to get out there and retrieve it immediately. As for the missing prisoners, they were used as test subjects to the Black Rose. There were no survivors. Sir, I don't believe we should allow the risk of such a weapon falling into the wrong hands. I agree, Lieutenant. After the weapon has been safely moved to a secure location, rest assured we will see to its disposal. As for Guillermus, his fate resides with the Council. Considering the weight of his crimes, his punishment will be quite severe. I almost pity the man, but memories or not, his crimes cannot be excused. Serpent Mulco, Lieutenant Junior, you've done well today, and I'm sure you're both quite tired. Go and rest, you've earned it. Actually, I think I'll be heading back to Velodyna to write up a report. The events of Bittermill need to be recorded. It might prevent such atrocities from happening again. I wish I could accompany you a while longer, but I'm sure the Great Griffin's bane is needed elsewhere. Thank you again for all your help. I look forward to adding your feats of daring to my record someday. He's very nice. Wait, so is this the end of everything? Yeah, looks like it. Interesting. That was like an interesting little quest line. Huh. Like I mentioned, it was fun to kind of see, you know, more information about, or I guess learn more information about the Garleans and what they're doing in the area. Helpful. How's it going, Lise? Oh, it's Monago. Oh yeah, and there's Conrad too. What can I say? Patience isn't one of my virtues. It's good to see you again, though I wish it would under better circumstances. Well, well, isn't it a pleasant surprise? My heart fills with joy to see you two hale and healthy. Welcome home, Lise, Plumko. I'm sure you've heard about Crow by now. That's why we're here. We still don't know what to think about it, but we'll save her. We definitely save her somehow. I have no doubt that you will. You look stronger for your first time in the Far East Lass, and that's good for Crow. I'd like to think so, but enough about me. How's everything with you in the Resistance? Better than when you last saw, and no mistake. Arnivald's been a godsend. Him and Monago and all the other Lungbloods have achieved so much in such a short time. We've been blessed to receive the reports of the Flames Alamegan Brigade, who's been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps through Garbania, as well as some political prisoners from the chief proper, believe it or not. Together with the refugees returned from Ulda and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened at the Reach. Force of habit, I suppose. Though we've come a long way, we still have far to go, but we'll fight for every ilm, and sooner or later, we'll get to Alamiko. But listen to me prattle on when we should be making haste to Castellum. There's no point to telling me everything when you'll only have to say it again to the Flame General himself, or benefit. Flame General's benefit. You're right. I'll go ahead and tell the others that you're not far off. Oh, Monago, it's been a while. Losing Crow hit us hard. So many of us owe her our lives, which is why we owe it to her not to give up hope. We will find her, I'm sure of it. Go on ahead, Plumko. We will not be far behind. Okay, sorry, I need to take another quick break. So really sorry about that. Just give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. I apologize again. So, 1 second. Okay. All right, looks like we are going back over here. Are you talking to Pippin? See what I have to say. I think it's probably the same dialogue as before. Look at look at the height difference. Oh my god, Pippin, can you even see the table? I mean, I can barely see the table. And I'm like pretty much Lalafell height. Oh man. Somebody get this man like a step stool or something. Give him like a wooden block to stand on. Oh, you just zoom in with the scroll wheel. If you just keep on zooming in all the way, you can go to first person. That's how at least I do it. I don't know if there's any like buttons you can press. Yeah. And you can also angle your camera if you do control and then arrow keys. You can like angle your camera up and down. So you can kind of get your character like more centered, or if you want to see them like lower. They're cool. Yeah, poor Pippin. It's like a little step stool. You have spoken with Thancred then? Good. Take heart, if anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Kemp's a party approaching. If you are ready to adjust father and the others, let us be about it. It's so weird that he calls Raubon father. Like, I get their relationship, but it's just weird hearing Raubon referred to as father. It kind of throws me off. Especially, like, seeing them two together. It's very silly. Oh, look at this. Ralger's Beacon. There you are. And there's Commander Kemp, I see. I know you are eager to speak of our next move, but we'd best hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma. Oh my god, I never forgot what that tower was in Doma. Ugh, that one giant tower.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Very well. Allow me.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that, lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers.
If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Cryle.
Plunko was the name of like a toy that I had when I was a kid. It's kind of cheesy, and I've just always kept that name from like when I was a kid. I'm not very creative when it comes to like finding usernames, so I just kind of stuck with that, and I've never changed it since. Doesn't really have like any other meaning behind that.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamegan liberation begins now.
And then
our first objective will be to capture Castellum Velodyna. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks.
And then yeah, since I'm not very creative, I just called my Warrior of Light Plunko Jr., which I guess makes me Plunko Senior then.
I name this operation Rulga's Beacon. For as Rulga once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
Okay. The success of the operation is paramount. As long as the Empire holds Castellum Velodyna, the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he's ordered Fordola and her men to see the bridge's defenses. So we'll get to fight the skulls again. The Butcher is not to be underestimated. He's decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike, but we've a plan to defeat her. First, we send an alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we are ill-prepared for their counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Show them your backs and give them a target too tempting not to pursue. Fordola is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We lure them as far as East End, where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of the garrison occupied, leaving us with tackling the bridge's remaining defenses. Very clear, I'm sure. But what will we do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we take in the place? I don't need you to take Velodyna, Commander Kem. All I need is for you to fly your flag from its towers. You mean to trick them into believing that the bridge has fallen? We convince them Velodyna is lost, hit them hard with our reinforcements, and watch them going running for the hills. Then, when the dust is settled, we'll regroup in the Castellum. What say you? Sounds like an interesting plan. Yeah, very bold indeed. It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and the Alliance forces. Plunko, Lise, Arnvald, RSAU Company, Commander Count. Alize and I will remain with the Flame General. We will return to Ralgar's region and make our preparations. As soon as they are complete, we will join you in the field. Godspeed. Oh, we're already back in Ralgar. Okay. Oh, these chakras are so cool looking. I like the little kind of like bedrolls and mats on the back. Okay, where are we going? Over here. Alright. If it takes 100 battles like this to rescue Crowl, then I'll fight in every one. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for this. It's gonna be grand. You're certainly a good spirit. I wasn't kidding when he said they'd make a lot of progress while we were away. In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Velodyna is bloody massive. It'd take a dozen men to change it, and far too long besides. But there's no need for that, right, Monaco? Not as long as I have my griffin in a satchel of glamour prisms, no. Ironvault, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. Lise, I want you to look in on the squadrons. Make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? Wait, what's my job? Wait, did I get a job? All forces are to depart to Castellum Corview when ready. That'll be all. Blanco, stay with me a moment, if you would. Uh-oh. What do you got from him? There's a few men I'd like you to look in on personally. Each one of them has lost people, and I can tell that it weighs on their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since last you were here, and so it's best if you just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in the barber. Another's an old fellow who likes to pass the time at the shore of Starfall. The last is a fiery young lad from Little Alamico, who I'm told trains by himself by the river to the Frenches. You'll know them when you see them. Come and find me when you finish. I wonder if these are characters like I'll know. Yeah, there's another one of these demon breaks. Interesting. I wonder if like a new pet maybe that just came out? Weird that I'd see two of them. Okay, we'll go do this one first. Whoever's over here. This doesn't look familiar. You don't think that one's new? Gotcha. Wait, I know you. Lieutenant Junior of the Twin Hatter. It is an honor to meet you. I was living hand to mouth in Ul'dah, but decided to enlist in the flames after I heard tales of your daring to. And now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join in the fight for my homeland's liberation. But this is no time to talk. I'm pretty prepared for the operation. Take care, Lieutenant. We'll give those Imperial horse sons what for. Like a cool area. A bunch of books over here. We got cannons too? Look at these things. Oh, these things are awesome. Yeah, I didn't realize we had like this whole weapon stockpile over here. We got books and cannons. What more can we need? Alright, we'll go over here next. I say, if it isn't the lad who helped me find the ward I misplaced. But there I go again, treating you as an equal. It wasn't until after you'd gone, that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me that it was only the bleeding hero of Eorzea who'd taken time out of his busy day to help me. Well, what is done is done, but know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in coming battle, and the next, and the next. Mayhap that will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well. Yeah, I remember having to do like a quest for him. But he go find like a little, like paper ward. I remember that. Don't go, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. Saved my life and little amigo you did. Wilrid and the rest of us had got it into our heads that if we had enough crystals we could summon Ralgard like the Amalja summon their god. Thankfully, you put a stop to it. I mean, did I? Because, I mean, I guess you, like, Ilberd still did what he wanted to do. Ever heard what happened to Wilrid? Joined the Braves when they kept calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why. I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right. And maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in a hurry, mind. Yeah, I'd argue that you kind of summoned something even worse than Ralgr. I'm still kind of surprised that Ilberd, like, died. I kind of thought he'd play a bigger role in Stormblood. And, like, he'd kind of be a continuous, like, antagonist, but no, he just died. And I feel like it just kind of seemed weird, though, that he, like, died for a future that he wouldn't ever really see or, like, facilitate or... I don't know, it's just very weird, his death. You've had a word with the men I mentioned, then? I did. And I'm sure you've noticed. They have another thing in common aside from tragedy. They've touched you've touched their lives in one way or another. But that's not the reason I wanted to speak with them. A man who lived in Gerbania his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled all Amigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation, only for fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born on foreign soil, who never knew of his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. Oh yeah, kind of, exactly. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons. It all belong in the Resistance. In growing large, we've grown more diverse, and while that is good in that, there's also potential for strife and discord. I love how they have kind of, like, quests like this that kind of flesh out the universe and the people that are kind of around you and give everybody, like, much more life and meaning. It's very nice. Makes the world feel more, like, real and dense, and I don't know, like, I just think it's kind of important for games to, like, show the story of some just, like, random side characters here and there and kind of give you an idea that, like, there's more to the world than just, like, what your main character kind of experiences. It's really cool. I like it. It's like a nice break in the story. I take a special sort to lead such men to all Amigo, don't you think? Good thing they've got you. Someone like Lise, you mean? Leader Assistant say? Don't have enough titles already. I was gonna say, yeah, good thing we've got you. We'll kind of throw some nice words towards this way. For now, but not forever. And to be frank, I don't always know what to say to the ones who left. Not to mention the youths. Yeah, the Resistance needs a leader with a wider view. Someone who's not lived their whole life in Gerbania. Who's known death and a hardship, but not been grounded down by them. I mean, would that be Lise? Is that what they're kind of referring to? Yeah. As you may have guessed, I've been thinking of asking Lise, but it'd be her decision in the end. I can't imagine Lise, like, leaving the Scions, though. I trust I needn't say that this conversation is just between you and me. Good lad. Right then. We'd best head to Castellum Corvi, or what remains of it, rather. Yeah, I don't see any of the Scions, like, leaving the Scions of Seventh Dawn. Right? It's like, I couldn't imagine any of them... Maybe, like, some of them going off and doing their own thing for a little bit, but not, like, permanently leaving for, like, another role. And I don't see, like, Lise leading people either. I can't really imagine that for her. Okay, so is this the bridge? Yeah, Castellum, Velodyna. Got it. And this leads into the Peering Stone. The Peering Stones. Is that similar to the Rising Stones? I kind of miss the Waking Sands, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while since we've been to the Waking Sands. I miss like going back there and like talking to Urianger and kind of seeing what the Sans are up to. Oh, is this thing? What? Oh, it's a fate. Kernus? Kernus? Interesting. Alright, well you have a good day, sir. Yes, yeah, Lisa is Ida. Ida was her sister that she kind of assumed the identity of. Yeah, I was definitely caught off guard by that reveal. I didn't think Ida's storyline was going to take like that turn. It's really cool though. It's really good. Oh yeah, that is. I just noticed that is a very big flag. Oh my god. Oh, that's Monaga. Look at these griffins. Her name is Obda. We've known each other since we were small. We'll be going on a mission together. Hello, Obda. Can I pet them? No, I can't pet. There we go. It works. I know, I was so sad. Yeah, it really sucked seeing him go like that. I can't believe it either. I'll prove to them that it wasn't a mistake. I wasn't a mistake. I don't know, like it, especially after like we just got him back, and like we just found him again. It kind of sucked that so soon, you know, he then kind of sacrifices himself. It was very unfortunate. You are warrior, yes, it is an honor. I really hope no other Scions perish. I don't know if I could take that. I said it then, I'll say it again. I won't let it be all for nothing. Although I still think that Gosetsu's death is probably the one that like hit me the hardest out of all of like the kind of more main character deaths, just because I feel like his death was like drawn out for so long that we can kind of like still talk to him and like hear his last words and like watch, and I don't know, it's just like such a brutal thing to experience. I feel like with like Moonbrita and Ysael. Oh yeah, sorry for spoilers, I apologize. I hope you're okay with that. I mean, I figured you are kind of okay with it if you're watching, but if not, I'm sorry. But yeah, like versus Moonbrita and Ysael, even like Papalymo, I feel like those deaths were so kind of like quick and like instant that I don't know, like it didn't have as big of an impact as like watching Gosetsu like slowly crumble. Oh, it's not biggie? Okay, that's good at least. We'll lead the way while the other units launch their own separate attacks. Remember that we need to hold out until Monago sees the flag. Got Shakir in order any moment now.
It's begun then.
Yes, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I might be a little late tomorrow like I was today. I don't know what time zone you are, but probably like...
It's the waiting that drives me mad.
If it's normal time, I'll be on at 5 p.m. Pacific time.
I'll never get used
but I might be like an hour or so like late. Just have like a busy week this week. But yes, I'll be back on tomorrow for sure. Eastern for you? Okay, so you're like 3 hours ahead. So that'd be like 8 your time is usually when I start. Yeah, I usually stream like every day except for Sundays and Tuesdays.
You're making her nervous.
But it changes
We've
sometimes.
come this far, haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way.
But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for following and coming over.
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking.
Cool.
Now remember, Monago, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
It's a tall tower.
I won't let you down,
Oh,
sir.
thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't know why my notifications didn't work. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's so nice of you. Thank you for using your Prime. Your free Amazon money. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Okay, I'm excited for this. I feel like these kind of level sync like portions of the main story quests are always fun. Get to like fight alongside the other characters. And we get to fight like all these crazy Magitech armor stuff, which is cool as well. Like what? Like what is this thing? So silly.
Here it comes.
Okay, so far so good. That's the last of them. Let's keep moving. No sign of sentries. General Alden must have his hands full. And let's seize the bridge and be done with it. I do kind of like the more like guerrilla operations. Kind of like the feel of that resistance fighting style of battle, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's good. They left a token force behind. Nothing we can't handle. They have like mortars over there too. Like mortar tubes. Cannons! Thinking you to the fire at Nago. Yeah, let's take care of those first.
Take this!
And they got like rocket pods as well. Oh my god. There's so much stuff on the ground right now. Look at these first. There we go. Nice. Think you're clever with all your little tricks? Think again. None of you leaving here alive. But wasn't she supposed to go like for General Alden? I guess we're fighting now. This bridge belongs to the Empire. I'm not about to give it up. What are these things? Oh, is it an AoE attack? This is my bridge. You're not taking this from me. Sorry, but I think I am. It's not looking too good for you right now. I think things are not great. Wait, so I wonder if Kral isn't locked in here, right? Kral's somewhere else? Or they haven't really told us where Kral's at.
I'll cut you to pieces!
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I think this is the end for you. Naga made it! We've only got to hold on a little longer. Well, that was it? We don't get to go into the Castellum? Oh, I guess it's saying Naga made it to the banner. Right, because we just need to like make them feel or make them think that we took over the Castellum, not our
No more hiding! Let's finish this!
We need to like clear it out.
Look! The flag!
Yeah, we're just trying to trick them. That's a cool looking flag, man.
The bridge is ours! Al amigo! Al amigo! Al amigo!
That should be like a pretty big morale boost for the troops. Doot? Oh, the horn. Naga on her horn. I want her griffin mount. That Oddba?
Stand your ground!
What if she called it?
It's not over yet!
Girl, I think it's over. Go kick her ass, Lise.
Damn it!
Nope, never mind. She's gone. We tried.
Let them go, Lise. We've done what we came here to do. That's...
Oops, sorry about that. It's funny that she used the glamour prism on the flag too. As opposed to like actually changing it. They're like, no, it's too big. We're just gonna do the glamour prism. Ooh, that's not... Oh, okay. What's happening? I've seen a lot of back and forth. It's not looking too good for... Ooh. Thanks. Ah, there he is. How is he like... How is he more terrifying with just one arm? Like, I feel like he's even more, like, threatening looking with just one arm. As opposed to when he had two of them.
Velodyna! Velodyna is fallen? Impossible.
Velodyna, is that what they call it? Velodyna?
We have them on the run! Forward! No mercy!
Regroup! Regroup! We have to regroup! All units, fall back!
It's like the first big win for the Alliance. I love seeing the Ish Guardians in here too, like their full plate armor.
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Idiot! We have the stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, but if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters. For all the good it did us. Skulls with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge. Someone bring the snake.
Wait, was she calling herself a commentator? Because I was like, girl, you betrayed your nation. You are the commentator.
I suppose. It's our first victory, isn't it? And that has to be worth something.
Is Naga still up there on her horn? Really? Nice job. For a moment there, I didn't think I could do it. But then I did. Nice job. So, you are indeed everything they say. The stuff of legends. You see that? Auli? We did it. I got that name. Well fought, brothers and sisters. Today is a day that will be remembered for generations to come. Is that all around her? Yeah. It's a shame Fordola got away, but we did what we came here to do. I have to remind myself it's just the first step, but it's a big one. We're going to take it back, all of it, one ilm at a time if we have to. Is this better than I currently have? No, I think my rings are good. Yeah, I have level 84 rings, okay. Man, I'm gonna need to buy like level 100 gear at some point. I mean, I guess I can put it off. Like, I don't really need level 100 gear. But it would probably be nice at some point. I just don't know how expensive it's gonna be. There's still a chance that some Imperials are holed up inside Castellum. We'll need to search top it to bottom to be sure it's safe. In the meantime, I want you to rendezvous with the main host. Keep your weapons at the ready. There's a chance you might come face to face with soldiers on the run en route. On second thought, it might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of the region for soldiers that have gone to ground. We shouldn't afford them any time to regroup and launch a counterattack. When you've judged your work to be done, report to General Alden in Bittermill. Oh, also too, like, I need to think about keeping gear for Sage, because I'll need to have like some gear along the way for when I unlock Sage. I'm assuming it'll give me level 70 gear, but I'll probably want some better gear. You know, just to kind of make questing a little easier. And I don't know. Maybe I did keep some of my old gear, like level 60 or 70 gear. I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably, knowing me, I probably just like sold it. Just saying whatever and then keep it. But I'll keep my current gear for sure. I'll hold on to this for Sage. Okay, it's taken care of. I wonder why, I just kind of like a random thought. I wonder why they got rid of hunting log. Like, it'd have been so cool if they kind of continue this for its expansion. I kind of liked doing it. It reminded me of like Slayer from like RuneScape in a way, like we just go and kind of like hunt specific monsters. I think it's another kind of fun way to have people like explore, you know, explore the zones and like check out new enemies. Like, I wonder why they stopped it. Maybe people didn't like it or thought it was too tedious. I guess there was like an argument that it is kind of tedious, but you wouldn't need to have it like this big for your expansion. Like, you just have like maybe 10 monsters in total, and like that should be enjoyable, right? Oh yeah, because they did like all the Order of the Twin Adder ones as well. Look, there's everybody. Alpha no Isaac. Oh, did we capture somebody? Sounds like it. Oh, and a poor little Lalafell. No! Let him go. I promise you he's innocent. Stop. Put down your weapons. The Lalafell is innocent. You will not harm him. Let's see what these guys say. It's a good thing Monago got the flag flying when she did. Any longer, these Imperials might have had us at their mercy. The Bull of Alamigo has done it again. His assessment of Fortale's response was without error. Yeah, that was like a pretty good plan. Worked very smoothly. Well met. All's well at the bridge. Good, good. The fighting has died down here too, as you can see. We've been left a moment ago with a contingent of troops to occupy Velodyna. If and when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their own walls. I would not have hoped for better outcome, General. Splendidly done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It'll take more than one Castellum to turn the tide. My men and I will deal with the remaining enemy forces. Scions, I bid you return to Commander Kemp and his men. Delight not overmuch in victory, not when there are battles left to fight. Our work here is finished, our resistance allies are waiting. Oh cool, we're going actually to the Castellum. So I guess for Heaven's Ward there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dungeons up until like level 60. And so far I've done 4 dungeons so far, so maybe there's like one more dungeon left. Like a level 50 or 69 dungeon. That sounded weird. Okay. That sounded really weird. That's not what I meant. Maybe there's one more dungeon after Doma is what I'm trying to say. Oh heavens. Alright, Lise, what you got for me? If you're looking for Arnvald, I think he's with Pippin, searching the Castellum for any remaining soldiers. Now that we've had taken control of Velodyna, there's nothing stopping us from marching east towards the peaks. From a stone bridge to a massive fortress, Scarlian engineering never ceases to impress. Back so soon? I suppose the general and his men had matters well in hand. The vice marshal and his men showed up not long after you left. If the gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. I like how it's like Doma gear, the quest rewards, like this, yeah, the steel armor. Oh yeah, I went back to my old, I probably know this by now, but I went back to my old, just like Lalafell starting gear. I don't know, like, I just can't, I don't know, I just can't, like, it's just so good. I can't, like, get rid of it, or I can't, you know, stop wearing it. It's just, like, so comforting, you know? Whoops. No. I said that while looking at Lisa's belly. Oh, good lord. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like my favorite like Lalafell gear, and it's just kind of funny that it's the starting gear. It's just like the perfect vibe that I like for Lalafells. I can't like stop using it. Maybe I'll find some more gear at some point that I'm like comfortable with. And I can like enough to stick with it, but until then, Lalafell starting gear. It's gonna carry me through the game. I know you're not one waiting. Hey, Meat Business is going good. We just captured a like Castellum. Captured the bridge. It's going we certainly have been storming. It's been going good so far. Hope you're having a good day. I know you're not one for waiting, but if you'll bear with us. Commander Kemp, Marshal Turpin reports that the sweep of the Castellum's interior has been completed. So it's finally over, eh? I extend to him my deepest thanks. It's official then. Castellum Velodyna is well and truly yours. Perhaps this calls for... Wait, where's Monago? She took her bird and flew off towards the Peering Stones, the village of M tribe where she was born. Oh, really? You're in credits right now. Oh my god. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had an amazing time. I'm super excited for Shadowbringers. I have no idea what it's about. Not the slightest clue, but I'm excited for it. It sounds cool. I heard Endwalker is very good as well. Well, I guess you have all the patch content though. Or did you finish? Oh, you just finished. Okay, I see. You said the post Shadowbringer storyline. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so you're ready for Endwalker now. Gotcha. Well, congratulations. It's a big feat. Nice job. I doubt that the Imperials who fled Velodyna had a mind to give them trouble on their way back east, but she was nevertheless worried, so I gave her leave to go and see that her people were safe. Yeah, I love doing all the trial and raid storylines as well. I always include that in like my post-game kind of like progress. And the Hildebrand stuff. Have you done the Hildebrand quest lines as well? Those are worth doing too. Can't forget that. Though I pray you are right, 'twould be best if Monaga were not alone if she encountered an enemy. Agreed. Let's all go to the Peering Stone and make sure that everything is alright. If that is what you wish, then I have no objection, so that the guards know when you wish to cross. I haven't seen Hildebrand yet. I wonder where he's at. I wonder where he's hiding. Yes. Wait, what is this? Rising Fortunes and Rising... Oh, this is my current quest. Okay. I've never seen that icon before. Is that just like telling me I need to like talk to somebody to move past this thing? Yeah, what is that icon? I've never seen that. Is this thing I missed back here, maybe? Because that's not the gatekeeper, right? Hold on. Look, I'm going crazy. Oh no, I guess it is the gatekeeper. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's Pippin. Hello. We will soon start sending scouts east to survey the land in preparation for our advance. We don't anticipate much resistance at this time, but should we encounter any Imperial forces, we shall deal with them quickly and severely. I like... Why are they from shortest to tallest? What is that? Why are they like that? So silly. Wait, so yes, the Garleans just like built this massive like metal tower like on this bridge. It's like a pretty sturdy bridge. Crazy. Well, I guess they might have like built their own. Yeah, there's a giant metal support strut in the middle. Okay, got it. So yeah, they did kind of like improve our infrastructure a little bit. Okay, I mean, surely there's better bridges than, like... I don't know what this bridge is called, where it's just, like, the straight pillars going down, but surely there's, like, more efficient bridges than just these massive, like, stone pillars. Like, but... surely there's, like, some better bridges to use that are more efficient than that. Looks very silly. Alright, but I end up getting sidetracked. Let's go to the Peerless. What is it called? The Peerless Stone? Peerless, oh, the Peering Stones. Okay. There's like a little camp up here too. You're in Nyla? With a shop and repair person. Oh, they're right here. But of course, tiring though it may be to come and go from the clifftop, is easily defended and affordable an excellent view of the surrounding area. This area is home to dangerous beasts. Not that we cannot handle mine, but do not be surprised if something ravenous and slavering comes charging at you out of nowhere. The path to the village is through the tunnel just east of here. Follow me. Follow me. We may not have seen any Imperial forces thus far, but we mustn't forget that this was occupied territory until recently. They could still be nearby. Not just Seekers of the Sun, but Ananta? Mayhap there is a settlement nearby. Welcome to the Peering Stone, home of the M tribe. I must give you fair warning that, while travelers are welcome here, any act of hostility will be met with an arrow shaft between the eyes. No exception. Sounds good. I will be very careful then. Tribe mentor. Oh, is it all Makote up here? I guess that makes sense because Monago is Makote. I kind of want to see like, is there like a region map where it says like, oh, you know, these races are from these regions, or is it all just kind of like mixed together? Because it seems like, other than maybe like the Aura, up in the Azim steppes, it seems like most of the areas have like very mixed in terms of like all the races. Like it's not like, oh, this is the land of like Makote and this is the land of Higher and this is the land of Lalafels. It's all just kind of like all blended together. Tribe merchant. What do you got for me? What do you have? Oh, this is like the, yeah, this kind of gear that I bought a while back. What about any items? No. It's always just fish bait and just sol greens and torque matter. Hello. You have a shield. What is, or is that a book? What is that? The shield, I guess. Oh, interesting. The presence of Imperial's forces to abandon much of our hunting grounds. With our resources diminished, as they are, relations with the Ananta have proven invaluable to our survival. We're all equals in the eyes of Miraz none. His fair-mindedness is part of what makes him so well-loved among our people. I love like the little... I don't know what to call this. Like it's not like a skirt or like a... I don't know, like waist coat? I don't... It's really cool though, whatever it is. You're that adventurer everyone's talking about, aren't you? The one working with the Allied forces? If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to ask. Well, it looks like they're all good here. Everybody's doing fine.
Ah, you've come. Welcome, friends, to my village. My home.
How fare your people?
Good, all things considered. Better than the Ananta at any rate. They've sent an emissary. I'll take you to her. We're here to help. Will you tell us what happened?
Aye. It began with a quarrel between the Imperials and the Kaliana.
The Kaliana are another Ananta tribe. The strongest and the most influential. Unlike the Vera, they want no part of our troubles. They swore fealty to the Empire, and were content to remain within their borders.
Okay, so here's like the other society, probably.
Just so. The Kaliana forsook their pride in the fight and yielded to Garlemald long ago.
So maybe another primal at some point? I feel like I haven't fought a whole lot of primals this expansion.
But then a new commander was sent to hold the Black Bridge. She demanded the Kaliana surrender a hostage, this butcher.
Velodyna. It doesn't make sense, though. The Vera are the ones working with the Resistance. Why would she threaten the Kaliana?
Because she is ignorant like all Imperials. She knows not the difference between Kaliana and Vera, nor does she care to learn.
So you're saying she's racist? That's what it sounds
I
like.
see. All Velodyna knew for sure was that the Resistance would come from the west. She reasoned, therefore, that if the Ananta on the east bank turned their coats, she would be trapped. I take it the Kaliana had no choice but to oblige her.
No, they did not. The Imperials left with the Kaliana broodmother's own daughter, Anamika. Long days and nights she looked out on the Black Bridge weeping for her child. Until you came. The broodmother knew at once which way the winds would blow. She and her warriors met with the fleeing Imperials in the road and demanded that her daughter be returned.
Bad idea. Vordola's not the kind to take threats lying down.
You know her well. The butcher turned her blade to Anamika and bade the Kaliana move aside. But the brood mother would not yield.
I know where this is going.
Doesn't look too happy.
The Kaliana surrounded the Imperials, one of whom, whether out of fear or stupidity, cut the child down. There was naught that could be done.
What madness.
The true madness was yet to come. For in her despair, the Kaliana broodmother cried out for her daughter to be restored to life. She beseeched Sri Lakshmi's intercession.
She summoned a primal then and there?
That she did, if only for an instant. Bereft of courage and honor, the broodmother sought solace in her faith. The Imperials fled in terror at the sight of the goddess, abandoning these lands to the Ananta. Now the Kaliana bid us make pilgrimage to pay proper respects. Yet though we Veera revere Sri Lakshmi as the holiest of the holy, we will not prostrate ourselves before her.
And so you turn to us?
Aye. All who have fought with the resistance have heard tell of the warrior, the Icon Slayer.
I am very good at killing primals. Very good at it. I wonder how many different primals I've killed so far. I'll go and look.
I believe we have heard enough. Inconvenient though the timing may be, if a primal has indeed been summoned, we can scarce afford to ignore it. We must needs discuss how best to resolve this situation.
Let's see, how many different primals have I killed so far? What's the total for that? Because there was, okay, so there's a Freet, that's one. Ifrit, Titan, Garuda. That's not a primal. No. Is Enkidu? No, not Enkidu. Was Enkidu considered a primal? Did we fight? I don't remember that. I'm gonna say no. No. Okay, then there's like the hard versions. I'm not gonna count those. King Mogomog. That's 4. World Eater. Wasn't this Leviathan? That's no. Which one was this one? Oh, which one was this called? Lord of the World. It wasn't Leviathan though. Was it like the serpent? Oh no, the Primal Leviathan. Yes, that's right there. Okay, so that's 5. Ramu's 6. Shiva's 7. Odin is 8. These are extreme modes. I'm at 8. Was this Ravana? 9. I thought this was Leviathan. This is Bismarck, so that's 10. Archbishop is 11. That's kind of... Didn't he become like a primal, right? 11. Nidhogg, I wouldn't consider a primal. And then the 3 containment bays. Was that like 14 so far? And then, oh yeah, Yasakani no Magatama. So that's 15. I've killed 15 primals. That's a lot. That's a lot of primal fights. It's kind of crazy. How many gods am I gonna kill? I guess there's like a Final Fantasy like turn-based JRPG where you usually end up killing gods. I still can't believe that a primal's been summoned so close to the village. The idea that our people could be taken to serve as thralls it's just doesn't bear thinking about. This is all Fordola's fault. Yeah, she's not really doing much good around us. Now we think we have a problem to contend with as well. As if the Empire needs an excuse to start rounding up beastmen again. You have slain many icons before, yes? Then please, put an end to this madness. I will certainly try. At the risk of sounding hopelessly naive, there may yet be a way to avoid a violent confrontation. In the past, I fear, I have been rather too willing to accept that we have no other recourse than to risk our lives, or rather your life, to address these threats. That the primals we have faced thus far have demonstrated a variety of temperament and objectives. Ravana may delight in battle, but Ramu would sooner keep to the forest with his children. Ere we decided to challenge Sri Lakshmi, it would seem wise to learn more of her nature from those who summoned her into this world. If that is your will, then so be it. To the north you will find our village. Sarisha shall enfold all. We shall leave at once. Monago, can you inform our comrades at the bridge of what happened? Of course. Be safe, my friends. Bye, Monago. So we're heading up this way. Okay. That explains the, like, repair and shop building. Oh, there's also an ether quest here, too. I think I might just go over this way first before I do the ether quest. I might hold off on that for a little bit. It's also getting late, so I might go over here and do some dialogue and then probably call it there for today. Gotta get some food and do some school stuff. These dinosaurs are really cool. It'd be fun to have like a dinosaur pet. Or like a mount, actually. Oh, okay, so this is the Allied Society's like little hub. Got it. That explains the vendors. This purple and gold is really cool. Do you have any new stuff? No. Okay. Oh, I totally forgot about my my squadron. I'm gonna do that after I finish this. Totally forgot about that. Not that it really matters, I guess. I'm not really gonna like lose time at all because I can just always throw them on the mission. It'll be ready by the time I start trimming tomorrow. It's not like starting it any sooner is really that beneficial. We do not often receive guests. What is the purpose of your visits? Greetings and well met. We're the Scions of the Dawn, and we come seeking Sarisha of the Vera. You are she, are you not? You have petitioned us for aid and succor, and we've intended to provide them. But we would first learn more about Sri Lakshmi, that we might better understand the nature of the threat she possesses to you. A simple request, and one which I shall gladly oblige. In the beginning was Sri Lakshmi. We were created in her image, daughters blessed with her beauty. Her breath became ours, her serenity our solace. There is naught she would not give. 'Twas the Kalyana, broodmother's desire to bring about her daughter's resurrection, which first called forth Sri Lakshmi from the ether. With that being the case, I rather doubt the goddess will be spoiling for a fight. That would depend. The primal's motives will have been colored by the summoner's state of mind, namely that of a grieving mother who had just bore witness to the daughter's murder. Though she apparently craving a miracle, she might also have harbored thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, Kalyana's conception of Sri Lakshmi may differ from that of the Vira. This is true. The Vira and Kalyana do intend to regard the Lady of Bliss in different ways. The Vira, Sri Lakshmi, embodies freedom. She would not suffer her daughters to be bound to another's will, and so we stand with the resistance against the Empire, and give our lives for the cause. The Kalyana, however, she embodies transcendental beauty, which they strive to create through their craft. To shape crystals is less art and more ritual, a sacred duty wherein each tribe is imbued with a fragment of soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, and so the Kalyana were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserted itself and they summoned a primal, a fever dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they can see that it won't do any good. The Imperials will still rule these lands. Nothing will change. The Inata will. The Kalyana bade the Vira make pilgrimage to pay proper respects, remember? Those who do not wish to partake in the primal's bliss will be made to do so. Not all were around, they won't. Though our beliefs are not the same, we are all still kin to the Kalyana. Will you help them to see reason? Yes, you can count on us. And we shall, for without you we may be powerless to stop them. If we do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. And then it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sister Vajra will guide you to Jan Khat, and I will pray for your success. They're very pretty. I love like all the jewelry and their hair. These are like very pretty characters. Purple and gold are really good colors. It's great. Okay, let's finish this real quick. Well met, silence. I am Vajra, she who shines bright and unbroken. I stand ready. Will you leave upon your command? Nice. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pause there for today, and we'll pop over to Gardania and finish, or get my squadron mission done. That was fun. That was a good little stream. Look, I got a lot accomplished. A lot of stuff accomplished. Good time. I'm happy to get back to Gear Banya too. Like, I really like Doma, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to kind of like get back to like what I consider to be the main part of the story. It's kind of like Alamiga and all that. Oh, sorry, I need to go check the squadron board first. Confirm. Okay, hopefully I have the requirements to do this. We shall see. I do not. Okay. Cool. So in raising my tactical, I lowered mental to be too low. Okay. What to do instead? Can I do any of these now? Or did I completely just screw myself out? I can do this one. Chimerical Emanation. For decreased Aetheryte teleportation fees. It's also a little 40 mission. Oh boy. Well, I guess it would have been nice if I noticed this like an hour ago. Then I could have used time efficiently. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go like reconfigure my stats, and then probably like in an hour, like off stream, I'll start another mission. Alright, well, I guess I don't know what to do. Maybe we'll just go and like raise. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go and raise. Oh, wait. Oh, this is a level 41. Whoops, I looked too far back. Yeah, I'll go and like raise mental. Maybe I can kind of like balance like physical and because maybe I turned like tactical too high. Like I lower that a little bit and then balance. Yeah, we'll just go check it out. Okay, so I need to raise mental. Let's get a lower wait. Let's get a lower tactical to 20? Why is something doesn't seem right. My tactical's 20, but it's still high enough. Okay, I mean yeah, I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll just lower it even more. It just seems so crazy to me. I hope I'm not like messing up my stats too much. But I can afford to lower strength. And I guess I can afford to lower tactical. I don't know how it's so low right now though. Oh. Alright, we'll just see. I can always mess around with it later. It's not like it's too risky. But yeah, I'll come back offline in an hour, like off stream, and check it out and get them on a mission. I mean, we're so close to level 60. I'm almost there. So close, so I'm just kind of ready for it. Yeah, just pretty much like 3 levels away for this lowest person. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna call it there for today. Like I said, thank you so much for watching as always. I'll appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow. Might be on time, might be a little late. I apologize in advance. But I'll be back tomorrow for sure. So I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I will see you all soon for more Final Fantasy. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.